Hello and welcome back to the Adrian project. Hello. Many thanks for choosing to click on my thumbnail and to watch my content. Very much appreciated as always. Okay, so just as a side note, regular viewers to my videos will notice the bare space there. That's because my MIDI hi-fi is finally packed up and it's now in the bin. So we're having to listen to our CDs on the DVD player through the telly. So just total coincidence that's happened at this time, but it was on its last legs anyway. It was a cheapo Bush one, so I wouldn't recommend buying Bush because they are absolute rubbish. So there we go. Okay, so we've looked through my 7-inch vinyl singles, we've looked through my 12-inch vinyl singles, and we've looked through my vinyl album collection. So now we can start the trawl through my CD collection. So without further ado, let's crack on. And the first one, as you will notice from the thumbnail, is Richard Berkeley, A to Z. New wave British heavy metal classic, this one. Live album. I've done a plain talking review of this album, so I'm not going to go through the track listing. I will put the video up there, so you can come back and click on it and watch that. It's an album, I like it. I'm a fan of new wave British heavy metal, and I think that's fantastic. So there we go. Right, next one up. Get ready, set your faces to stunned, because I've got two revelations. One that will surprise, and one which will probably have the mobs outside my house with torches baying for blood. And this is ABBA. Thank you for the music. Yes, ABBA. I love ABBA. I think they are awesome. That's the first revelation. And this is the second revelation. Personally, I know there's other fans around the world that will be screaming at the screen now, but personally, I think Benny and Bjorn are leagues ahead of the Beatles for writing pop songs. Sorry, but they are. I think that the Beatles are as good as the singles. I've listened to a couple of Beatles albums, and all the best songs are the singles. Now, ABBA, to me, I think they write the best pop songs ever. That's why they are always being covered by other bands. Cher herself, when she was on that, is it Mamma Mia 2, said she struggled singing ABBA songs. They're that technical. And if you want a lesson in how to write a song, whether it's a pop song, metal song, punk song, jazz, any kind of song, listen to ABBA. And I'll tell you why. It's because everything in there is in its place. Nothing is in there that shouldn't be there. Anything, you can just take one little thing out of an ABBA song and you will notice. But if you didn't know it was there in the first place, you know, I don't know, it's just something to do. But there we go. That's my 10 pence on it. So this one, it's 4-disc version. Now, I got this from Reader's Digest, and I think I was conned a little bit because they said that this was supposed to be limited edition, and it's even got a limited edition number on it. There's mine, 123322. But you can go and buy this now in HMV. So there we go. But all the classics are on here. Every ABBA song you've ever heard is on this set. if you like ABBA but didn't know what album to go out to get, like I say, you can go out and buy this. There is a lot of material here, especially on disc 4, that is sort of like for the purists. There's a lot of versions in here that they do where they sing in their native Swedish. So there we go. It might not be for everyone, but great set that. Okay, so let's get back onto the metal, shall we? And this one is Accept, Restless and Wild. Absolutely love this album. I used to have it on vinyl, on red vinyl, and it got pinched. Took it to a party one time, went to pick it up, some bastard had half-inched it, so I had to wait till it came out on CD. So on here you got Fast as a Shark, that is proto thrash. If you want to know what thrash sounded like before thrash was a thing, Fast as a Shark. Restless and Wild, Out of the Pack, Shake Your Heads, Neon Nights, Get Ready, Demon Night, Flash, Rocking Man, Don't Be Stealing My Soul Away, Princess of the Dawn. That's my favourite Accept album. Saw them at Donington in '84. They were absolutely awesome. It's a great band. Okay, coming back up to more modern times, and it is Accept's Blind Rage album. Now, this was released in 2014. I've got the version that you get the live DVD with, so just slip it out. It's a little package. Hopefully it's not going to drop out. So there you go, your CD. You've got the obligatory leaflet inside as well. The live CD is from Chile in 2013, so you know the fans are going to be mental over there in a good way. But tracks on the Blind Rage album: Stampede, Dying Breed, Dark Side of My Heart, love that song. Fall of the Empire, Trail of Tears, awesome song. Wanna Be Free, 200 Years, Bloodbath, Mastermind, From Ashes We Rise, The Curse, Final Journey. Accept proving that they've still got it after all these years. If you haven't got this and you're a metal fan, you need that in your collection. Okay, right, next up, a band that you will have heard of, even if you don't like metal and rock, you'll have heard of AC/DC. This is the High Voltage album. This is the AC/DC remasters, but I've listened to this and I can't really tell much difference between this and the original vinyl release. On here, it's Long Way to the Top, Rock and Roll Singer, The Jack, Live Wire, TNT, Can I Sit Next to You Girl, Little Lover, She's Got Balls, High Voltage, one of my favourite AC/DC albums. I absolutely love the sound of the guitars on there, absolutely love it. Great album that is. Okay, next one up, AC/DC Powerage. Now, this was the album from which was released, and then you got the live album, The Tour Of, that was the If You Want Blood album. So on here you've got Rock and Roll Damnation, Down Payment Blues. Oh, one of my all-time favourite AC/DC songs, that Down Payment Blues, absolutely love it. Give Me a Bullet, Riff Raff, Sin City, What's Next to the Moon, Gone Shooting, Up to My Neck in You, Kicked in the Teeth. Now, those of you that's got the album version, I used to have the album version, I don't know where that's gone, will notice that there is a track missing from that lineup. I can't remember the name of it. Somebody will put it in the in the comment section, won't you, Ricky? Hey, but awesome album, absolutely fantastic album. And of course, like I said, they went out on tour with it, and that's where we got the If You Want Blood album. Again, this is the remasters. They must have just cleaned the sounds up or something, because I can't really tell much difference between this one and the vinyl version. So you've got Riff Raff, I Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Bad Boy Boogie, The Jack, Problem Child, Rosie, Rock Lord Damnation, High Voltage, Let There Be Rock and Rocker. One of the best live albums you'll ever hear. Next one up, Highway to Hell. Absolutely love this album. Of course, it was the last album to feature Bon Scott. Again, I don't think this was remastered. I think it was just released as a digipack. So Highway to Hell, Girls Got Rhythm, Walk All Over You, Touch Too Much, Beating Around the Bush, Shut Down in Flames, Get It Hot, If You Want Blood, Love Hungry Man, Night Prowler. Probably the best Bon Scott era album. I think just nudges High Voltage off the top spot for me, but if you've not got that in your collection, you should have a word with yourself. Right, next one up, Multi-Platinum, Back in Black. Again, this is on the digipack, so got the photos that were on the inside in a bag for the album. Hells Bells, Shoots Thrill, What Do You Do for Money Honey, Give the Dog a Bone, Let Me Put My Love Into You, Back in Black, You Shook Me All Night Long, Have a Drink on Me, Shake a Leg, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. To coin a phrase, all killer, no filler. One of the best metal rock albums ever. You'll have to go a very, very long way to find a band that can do a better album than that. Totally awesome. Next one up is AC/DC's Fly on the Wall. Again, this is from the remastered series. It's just that on the disc, got the insert. Now this is the album. It's very much maligned, and I don't know why, because I absolutely love this album. I think it's fantastic. But you know, you listen to what the critics say online and in the music papers, and they didn't like this album at all. They say it's one of their weakest. I don't think it is. I think it's fantastic. I mean, Fly on the Wall, Shake Foundations, First Blood, Danger, Sink the Pink, Playing with Girls, Stand Up, Hell or High Water, Back in Business, Send for the Man. You might not like it. I think it's a fucking awesome album, and I'd highly recommend it. Next one up, and we've got Black Ice. It's like, how more black can it be? It's almost like a mirror, isn't it? Spinal Tap, for those of you who haven't seen Spinal Tap, and if you haven't, what are you doing? So I got this when it first came out, so I'm having to tip it like this just so I can read the track listing. So you've got Rock and Roll Train, Skies on Fire, Big Jack, Anything Goes, War Machine, Smash and Grab, Spoiling for a Fight, Wheels, Decibel, Stormy Mayday, Shellax, Rock and Roll, Money Made, Rock and Roll Dream, Rocking All the Way, Black Ice. Great album. One of their later ones, absolutely fantastic. It's when they got the second wind, I think. Next one up is Rock or Bust, and I've got that lenticular cover on mine. I had this for Christmas when it first came out. Absolutely fantastic album. So we've got that. We've got Rock or Bust, Play Ball, Rock the Blues Away, Misadventure, Dogs of War. Got some Rock and Roll Thunder, Odd Times, Baptism of Fire, Rock the House, Sweet Candy, Emotional Control. Another great album. Like I said, I think they got the second wind, and that was absolutely awesome. Next one up, AC/DC, Power Up, the latest release from AC/DC. Of course, no longer have Malcolm, but what's his name, his cousin? Oh, I'm going to have to take myself outside and give myself a slap. What's his cousin's name? Good grief. Stevie Young, that's it. Sorry, Stevie. I just totally went blank on it, but anybody will tell me. I can't remember names anyway. You tell me your name if we've never met before, and within 10 minutes I forgot it. It's just one of those things, but Stevie Young, it's absolutely sterling job on here. So you've got Realise, Rejection, Shot in the Dark, Through the Mist of Time, Kick You When You're Down, Which Is Spell, Demon Fire, Wild Reputation, No Man's Land, System Down, Money Shot, Code Red. If you've not gotten this yet, go out and make it your next purchase. Absolutely awesome album. Okay, right, so next one up. This is an old demo of a friend of mine. I can't remember what year this came out. It might have been early 2000s. He plays drums now for Pemphigoid, who are, look for them on YouTube and Facebook, Pemphigoid. They are extreme metal and they are fucking awesome. They've just gone into the studio recording their new album and they are fantastic. But this one, Acrostic Codex, it's called Funeral Mountain. So, like I say, it's more of a demo version, sort of in the frame of my album was a demo. Yeah, we released it, but it was, you know, it was more demo than that. So, but on here it's got, if you know this, it's got Is the Solitude of Man, The Hollow, Avalanche of Inadequacies. It's a bit hard to read because of the way they've done the typing, but 2009, there we go, I've just found the date on it. But if you have this album, you'll know what it's like. If you haven't, I don't know if you could still get out of it, but it's an interesting little album if you like extreme metal. There we go. Next one up, my all-time favourite Aerosmith album, Rocks. I absolutely love this album. My favourite era of Aerosmith was 70s up to the Rockin' a Hard Place album, which I don't think was very good at all. I do love the 80s version of Aerosmith, you know, Loving in an Elevator, you know, all that, you know, Do Looks Like a Lady, all those kind of songs. Yeah, I do love that, but I'd much prefer the Aerosmith, whether it's because that's when they were on drugs, they were better band when they were on drugs than when they were off it. I don't know. Are they more commercial in the 80s? I don't know, but it's just how I feel. That Rocks, Back in the Saddle, Last Child, Rats in the Cellar, my all-time favourite Aerosmith song combination. It's a song that nobody ever talks about, but I think it's an awesome song. It's my favourite song combination. Sick as a Dog, Nobody's Fault, Get the Lead Out, Licking a Promise, Home Tonight. It's a short album. It's a fucking awesome album. Absolutely brilliant if you've not heard it. And again, all killer, no filler on that. Absolutely love that album. And the last one up, sorry to end on a bit of a damp squib, but is Aerosmith live at Donington in 2014. Now, why have I said this is a bit of a damp squib? I love Aerosmith. Track listing on here can't be faulted. The band are great, but for me, the performance was lackluster. For me, there didn't seem any passion in the performance. It was sort of turn up, play, take the money, bog off. That's how it felt to me. I'm not a big fan of this DVD. Now you get 2 CDs, the whole show on, and the DVD live. But like I say, the track listing: Train Kept a Rolling, Eat the Rich, Living in an Elevator, Crying, Jaded, Living on the Edge, Last Child, Freedom Fighter, Same Old Song and Dance, Jimmy's Got a Gun, Toys in the Attic, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, No More, Come Together, Do Looks Like a Lady, Walk This Way, Am Tonight, Dream On, Sweet Emotion, Mamakin. Fantastic track list, and you read that and you think this is going to be an awesome gig, but for me it wasn't. To me, that they look like a band that should say, right, hang us hats up, we've had enough. But that's just my view of it. You may love this album, you may think totally opposite. It's horses for courses, that's your view. We can't all like the same thing, but it's watchable. Put it on in the background for background noise for me. It's not one that I reach for a lot. I think we've only ever watched it twice, but I'm gonna say I might give it another spin just to see if it's one of those that sort of grows on you the more you watch it. But there you go, Aerosmith, Rocks, Donington, 2014. And that brings us to the end of part 1 of looking through my CD collection. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Please remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to my channel. It'd be very much appreciated. And also don't forget to ring that little notification bell.